I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Robb McGee.
And this is Real Talk with Robb and Craig on Thursday, the 13th of October, 2022.
Craig, you've got some market data. Oh, I need to start with my stupid joke of the week.
Yeah.
Craig, do you know why melons always get married?
No.
Because they cantaloupe.
Someday I might think that's funny. Today's not that day.
Cantaloupe.
That's hilarious.
Right.
The quote of the week is, knowledge is knowing a tomato is fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad.
That's good. I like that. Who is that?
Mal Kingston, who was a British journalist, musician, and broadcaster.
Okay. All right.
Hey, something that I do have a little bit of marketing. Rent has gone up from 2020 to 2022, 23 to 39%. So
anybody who's renting out there knows you felt the pinch. We're helping people all the time that are saying, "Well, my rent went up. They just raised it $500 a month," or large increases because of the housing shortage, and landlords are pretty much able to charge whatever they want. Seems like
home building spending is up 12.5% higher than a year ago. Construction spending slipped a little bit. It's down 1% from August. Here's as we look at these statistics. First off, if you're renting, why?
Yeah.
I can't think of one good. I mean, unless you can't purchase right now. Why would you not?
But how many times have we told, if you've watched this show ever, you know, the answer is never no. It's not right now sometimes. But you have credit issues, call us. We'll help you fix them. You're having trouble getting qualified on just your income, call us. We have solutions for you of how you could add another borrower, qualify for a home. Maybe you buy a home with another person, you share the space. There are solutions to any problem you're having. If you really want to own a home, the answer is never no. We'll help you get to yes.
That was a double negative.
It's never no. Yeah.
But I think that in that case, two negatives create a positive.
That's correct, because the answer is yes.
Yeah,
I like
algebraic.
Algebraic.
I don't.
Yeah, me.
So
it's mathematic.
Yeah. Interest rates are up, as everybody knows, over what they've been over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Can somebody not buy a house because interest rates are up?
No. Going back to 2018, is that, Janet? We were looking at them. They were very close to where they are now. Mm-hmm. They're a little bit higher. Yeah. It didn't slow the market down. We had a great year in 2018 and 19, and then of course it just continued on.
Here's why, guys. Yes, interest rates are higher than what they've been the last couple of years, but you know what those high interest rates don't do? They don't eliminate the increase in equity value that you'll get. They don't eliminate the tax write-off and tax savings that you'll have that improves your economic standpoint. They don't lock you, that doesn't prevent you from locking into a payment so a landlord can't raise the rent on you. You'll be fixed and never have to worry about your principal and interest payment going up ever again. So you can budget better. All of those things are still true. It doesn't matter what the interest rates are. Don't delay buying a home. Don't let interest rates prevent you from making the best financial decision you'll ever make. What's the quote that we've been saying?
I don't know.
Marry your home, date the rate. Interest rates are fluid, and they're not permanent. If you buy a home and the rates are a little high and rates drop next year or in 2 years, guess who's going to be here to help you refinance and actually lower your home payment? You think your landlord's ever going to say, hey, you know what? I'm making more money than I need to. I'm dropping your rent $300 a month. That's never going to happen. But if you buy a home when rates are a little high, you can set yourself up for a lower house payment in a couple of years.
I want to say, as Robb's made that comment about we'll be here. That's true. We will be here. What you want to look at is your overall savings. Right now, with the interest being where it's at, and hopefully it will come down at the beginning of next year, your increase in equity is there. Mm-hmm. But eventually that will start. everything kind of balances itself out over a period of time.
Yeah.
So one's a give and the other's a take. Look at everybody's not in a position where they only have a house payment. Maybe they have car payment and credit cards. So you want to look
Student
at
loan.
the overall picture, and really what benefits that person the most is doing a consolidation loan. Does that make sense? Or does it not? I mean, look at everything.
Yeah.
When somebody says, well, I only have 2 credit cards, and yeah, the interest is high, but I'm going to pay them off every month. Well, that every month turns into a year. And I say this all the time because it's true.
Yeah.
It takes 25 years to pay off a $5,000 credit card if you're paying the minimum monthly payment.
That's if you never use it again. It's 25 years to pay off that one purchase at what? 15, 18, 25% interest? Who knows what, So.
The other thing, as interest rates are hovering around that 7% mark, this is when it really pays off to do a bi-weekly payment. This will, where you'll see a significant difference in your time, or once a year. Pay that principal and interest payment once a year. How do you do that? The very next day, if you've got your payment set up on an auto pay, the very next day, make sure that you have a payment that hits, and it's just for your principal and interest. That way you'll have the biggest reduction. And at 7%, I'm kind of shooting off the cuff, but I think it's about 7 years that'll save you. So it's a huge savings over the life of the loan that you can make.
And that's something easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people they just don't do that. They don't think like that. Well, I'll get to it. Or no, I'm going to pay that credit card off.
Right.
Well, if you don't, let's say you do pay it in the next 3 years. That interest you're paying, which is probably, like you said, about 20-some%, that money is you're just throwing it out the door.
It's not tax deductible.
No.
Yeah.
Make your money work for you.
Yeah.
And every situation is different. And what we might think, being old, and I just turned 55, and Rob will be 54 next month in 2-3 weeks. Everybody's situation is different. Look at the whole picture. Look and see what you can or can't do.
Yeah.
And if it makes sense, I wish somebody would have educated me when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Because the choices and the decisions I would have made are completely different.
And guess what? If you're in your 20s watching this, we'll educate you. Call
Absolutely.
us. We'll help you.
You have so many more options if you already own a home than you probably think.
Yeah.
And I know that one of the things I don't like to do is go to Martin, who is our attorney, and saying, oh, Martin, I did this, and I gave somebody a bunch of money and I shouldn't have because I have a contract, whatever. Martin looked at me like I was no other person in the world. I mean, he didn't make me feel bad. We're never going to make you feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
Come and look at it.
You don't know, and we don't expect you to know. That's why we're here, and we've been doing this now for more than 2 decades. We've seen a lot of different markets, a lot of different interest rates, a lot of different home prices, and we can educate you.
I studied something or read something recently, and I thought, I have no idea other than what I just read about this. And it was something that, I can't even remember what it was, but it was something that was minimal. And I thought, that's like when people come to us. They're going to read what's important to them at the time.
Yeah.
But really, it's for us to help go in and dissect, what really the marketing is being said or done, and really help educate people.
That's right. I have something here. We're talking about prices being up.
Yeah.
Well, you know what else is up, Craig?
What, Rob?
Gasoline. If you filled your gas tank recently, you know it. Right now, prices were 25.6% higher. This was as at the end of September, 25.6% higher than a year ago, and they've continued to climb. So gas is up there, but I have a few tips to help you save gas. Are you ready? This one's pretty basic. It's easy to do if you're willing to do it. Avoid hard accelerations. Don't take off like Mario Andretti from the stoplight or stop sign. Slowly accelerate. You'll use less fuel. That's pretty basic. Driving the speed limit when you're in town. Did you know that stoplights are timed in most cities so that if you drive the speed limit consistently, once you hit one green, you'll hit almost all the greens because it's timed that way. But if you're speeding, you're throwing off what they've calculated how long it should take you to get there. So you're going to be stuck at another red light. Now you're accelerating again to come out of that. So driving the speed limit in town. Use cruise control to maintain a constant speed on the highway. It says here, never use cruise control on slippery roads because it doesn't know. But cruise control can help you save fuel.
What if you had your cruise set, but you also had your traction control set?
Well, then maybe it would work. Yeah, I don't know. Avoid prolonged idling. Most new vehicles don't require a warm-up period. And if you're going to be stopped for more than a minute, this article recommends that you turn off your car. You'll save fuel. If you're approaching a red light or a stop sign, take your foot off the accelerator a little early than you normally would. Coast into the stop sign and use your brake. That just is a little less time where you're spending gas.
What if you're trying to get it over the yellow light and get there?
Well, yeah, if you're trying to beat a yellow light, Janet, don't listen to Janet. She's telling you how to speed and use more fuel. I'm trying to do the opposite of minimize use of roof racks and special carriers because they impede your car's aerodynamics, and that can cost fuel. If you had a bike on your car and you're done with that trip, take the bike off. If you have a luggage carrier up on your roof, take it off if you don't need it because it's costing you fuel. Consolidate multiple errands into a single trip. Keep tires properly inflated. This, in addition to cutting into your fuel economy, underinflation of tires hurts your handling and braking and increases tire wear. Maintain your vehicle according to recommendations because that will optimize fuel economy. And also, when the check engine light comes on, if it ever does, make sure you take it in because there could be an issue with your exhaust system, which can burn more fuel. So,
you know, when you said you were going to talk about saving gas, I thought you were going to talk about our chili cook-off.
Oh, we had a great chili cook-off last weekend for CMA, and boy, there was every single chili there. I thought was delicious.
I remember Sandy Covey. Congratulations, she got first, but she tied with, and I cannot remember, and I'm really sorry.
Shoot, yeah, we had a two-way tie,
and then number 3 was this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Rob tell you about my delicious...
So good. It was chili only in the definition that it had beans and meat in it. But he made his, I call them his Missouri baked beans, which are made with coffee and mustard and a whole box of brown sugar, little cut up, those little smokies, bacon, vinegar.
Coffee.
I said coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, and some special ingredients that he uses to thicken them, and they are so delicious. But it's like you're having dessert. They're sweet and filling, and also savory because you've got the meat in there. He had hamburger in there. They were fantastic. It was my vote for the number 1.
If you watched the show last week, his wife made sweet and sour chili.
Sweet and sour chili, which was good.
I thought it was delicious.
Yeah.
I really am sorry that I cannot remember.
Who the heck?
We also want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow was considered a planning day for the Ambassadors for Christ. We meet at that one place at 6:30 in Port Orchard. It used to be more of the officers would show up, but it's really anybody can show up. And then the following Saturday, of course, is our meeting. This weekend we have the Ombre Toy Run that starts down in Aberdeen. And then we have a memorial.
Already gearing up for Christmas.
Yeah. In fact, Rob and I were just at Destination Harley. Hello, Tara.
Hi, Tara.
And we are going to be
Santa's helper.
Santa. For both Destination Harleys
in
Fife and Silverdale. So please, we're setting that all up. And I think we're going to even do the 23rd of December for just a short period of time.
In Fife, yeah.
In Fife. Lots of
pictures
fun
for
things.
The kids. I think they're going to have a choice this year. Tara was saying that you can have your picture taken with Santa on a Harley-Davidson trike, or on Santa's lap on a chair. So
which we bought the chair with. Oh,
that's
Brenda
right, yeah.
Kelly. Hello, Brenda. And of course, we'll do Santa and Santa's helpers with Brenda Kelly at her house or office.
Yep, we'll be having Santa over at Brenda Kelly's. Yep.
So there's lots, and then of course coming up next month is the bell ringing. So we will sign up for that. And
not next month, December.
Doesn't it start at the end of November?
I think we usually do it in December.
No?
December.
Is it December? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's freezing.
We ring the cowbell.
You know, it's just a fun time.
Yeah.
It really is. I think you can have fun if you set your mind to it. Doing anything like this. So, and sometimes it does take effort. I mean, you actually have to put some effort into it to make it fun. Because sometimes, you know, Lana and I said, you know, getting up and doing certain things. We're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning because we live out where we do. And by the time we get there, you know, but after we're done, it always
feel
has
good
been
that
a
you
great
did
time.
it. But yeah, you know how I am with the mornings. I tip my cap to you because
Anyway, lots of great things going on. Please, if you have any questions about your credit, your finances, or anything of that, or you just want to know what our thoughts are on pretty much insurance. I mean, anything financially speaking, we're
here for you.
Yeah. What else you got?
I think that's it.
Janet?
Yep.
I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Robb McGee.
And that's Real Talk with Robb and Craig.